Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining. This is 15th of July, Wednesday, and we were discussing about how we can develop a basic Android application using Android Studio 2020. So before I start everything, make sure you just subscribe for my updated videos, and you can also go and check all my earlier videos where we discussed about the Android Studio tutorial and other basic ethics in Android Studio. So previously I have discussed about how can we make a text view application and a text view inside an application, and then how can we add in a button and an image, and also we discussed how can we use a button to open a new activity. So in the last video basically we discussed about how we can make a list view in our application, and we also successfully run the application in our virtual Android device. So in this video basically we are going to check whether we can make a login form in Android Studio for our application, and we will surely try to sort out the difficulties if there are any, and we will be successfully running the application in our Android device. So let's begin. So basically first of all we need to start a new Android project, and I will select empty activity, and then I'll click next, and there I will change the name to my login form. Alright, so here is the package name. So one more thing you should notice, when you get into the main activity of Kotlin inside Java, you will see that the package name is in this form. So I will show you when we get to that part, and then your location will be this. You can just simply control and copy that, and then the language you can use is Kotlin. As we know, Kotlin is easier and handy to use, and you can do this use legacy and Android support library, or uncheck this. So for now I am going to keep it. We have basically also checked it and also run applications. For now you can also check it, or you can uncheck it, and both the ways are same basically. So you just click finish, and then you will get the device will be your application will be being loaded. So it's successfully loaded in just few seconds, and here it's my login form. I want here to get the app. So it's saying that Gradle build is doing its job. It's configuring the project, and when it's over, here it will show the app. So let's wait for that. And yeah, what I said, the package is, when I said that package in main activity.kt, you will get the com.example.mylogin form. So this is basically the package. So you can also change it or do anything on that, but remember, whatever the package is in your whenever you are starting a new project, you need to follow this, because many times I have seen many people just copy many codings directly from website, from internet, from any web browser. That is basically other people do for them, and they simply copy and paste it over here. So at that time many people forget to change the package name, and for certainly the application crashes. So and then there is no use of this. So basically our app is done moments ago. So inside app we'll find the resources, and inside resources we'll find the layout. Inside layout we'll go to the activity main.xml. so it says hello world, so I just don't need this for now. I'm going to delete this, and we'll directly go to the coding. So it says XML version 1.0 encoding UTF-8, and all these Android X constraint layout widget and all these things. Well, this is fine, and what we need to do is basically we need to add a linear layout over here. So you can also add a linear layout from here, design. So you just simply click linear layout, so you get the linear layout, and here we need this vertical one. So just simply drag it and put it here. So again, let's go back to the code, and inside coding we need to do a couple of tasks. So we just need to click here and then simply click enter, and one more thing, we need to, I guess, make the constraints. So layout width. So here we will select this and say match parent. Again we will select this and say match parent, and I guess, yeah, the error is gone for now. You can see there was a red mark and there is no red mark here. So now what we need to do is, so inside linear layout we need to do a couple more tasks. So here I need Android ID. So Android ID. So what is the ID? And ID should be main layout. So if you go into the design and check it here, you will find the main layout here written in the same way. So there is no error here. So what we need another is we need a gravity. So I'll click here and type gravity. So I got the gravity, and it should be center, right? So I got the gravity and center. Now I need to do is what I need to add a background. So Android background, again Android Studio completed for us. So what should be the color basically is basically I just searched in the internet, and I found a dark color, and I just basically I copied the code, and the code is it's hashtag 444. So basically this is the background color of our linear layout. So let's you can see the color is like this. So I simply wanted, I just moved my cursor, and the color code came in this manner. So I just simply copied that code and into my copy, and I just used it here. I also copied a couple more codes, and which I'll be using soon. So what we need to do next is we need to add a padding. So padding should be 25p. So let's see how our everything goes. Yeah, everything is looking quite good. So let's go back to the coding. So everything is fine, and one more thing we need to add is orientation. No, orientation is already added. So next what we need to do is we need to add a text view. So inside this I'll be adding a text view. So basically we have to give shift and less than sign. We will add a text view. So I got it here and I'll click simply enter. Alright, so it will be again this time it will be wrap content. I'll click enter and this will be again wrap content. And what I need more is we need the text size. Text size, and it should be of 25p. Okay, it should be of 25px. So let's see. Well, one more thing we need to add here is we need to add a greater than sign and then click enter. So next what we need to do is let's go back to the design. Let's see what is this. Okay, we'll make it bigger and I hope it's okay, we'll select the text color. Alright, text color. So text color should be here. I need to give the enter. So text color should be I copied a code from the internet, and it is hashtag 6D, okay, small d, and then double F BF. So this is the basically the color of the text. This will appear in this manner. And then what we need to add more is padding. So padding we get here. So it is padding should be 30 dp. And then what we need more is we need to give the text. What should be the text inside that? This should be text, enter text, enter equals, it should be the text name should be basically login. So this should not be in capital, this should be in lowercase. So let's see how it looks like. So it looks like this. Now when we run this application, basically nothing gonna happen. So we just see all these things. So it's Android emulator is getting started, and it's successfully started, and it's saying Gradle build is running here. So let's check. Alright, so it's again Gradle build is running, it's still running, and it will soon install this thing. So basically when you hover move your cursor over this, so you get the hovering effect. So it is originally white box, and whenever I move the cursor it turns a little bluish green. So this is what we made the code here. So this is the text color. This color is showing whenever we move the cursor over here. So this is basically the text color. So I think there is a no, there is no error over here. So everything should be quite fine. So install successfully finished in 8 seconds. So let's see. So there is nothing here to display, only the blank page, but there is no that box is not here. So just click on that box. We'll see. So we'll see if that works here. So let me take it in bold. So So let's run this again. Let's see whether it works or not. So it's installing again, and install is successful, but there is the box is not here. So let's get back to the code. So what we need to do next is, let's convert this and write SP. So I am going to change the 28 SP. Nice. So next what we need to do is, we will add I don't think we need this, so let's make it back. See, there is an error. If I put a backslash, okay, so there is no error now, so it's done basically. So next what we need to do is, we have given the text view. Now we'll put an edit text. So shift, smaller the sign, and then we got the edit text over here, and click enter. You will need to type match parent over here, and this one should be wrap content. So height should be wrap content, and width is match parent. So one more thing we need to do is, we need to give ID, enter, we need to give enter, and then we'll set it to user shift name, and then we'll add one more thing, hint, and then click enter, and inside that you need to type is user name. Alright, so again we need to give the text color, so we'll simply click this and click enter, and text color should be hashtag 6b double f f7. Sorry, yeah, right there. So next we need to give is text color hint. Text color hint, we got that, and enter, and it should be 52 small a small f small a small a, and again here the color is, it should be well, we need to give the hashtag here. I forgot to give this. Yeah, this is the color basically. This is the little more dark color. So next we need to type is text alignment, right? And then what should be the text alignment? This should be center, and then there is something wrong over here. Let's alt enter. So we can check what is the basically this for us. So username in this manner. So we'll simply so text alignment, we'll just sorry, we're facing trouble. We'll just give backspace. We'll just click enter, and we'll set the gravity. Okay, Android gravity, enter. We'll set it center. Right, so this is basically the edit text first one, and we need to give backslash and greater than sign and then enter. We'll simply again make an edit text. We'll just copy this Ctrl C and then enter. We'll click enter and paste it. So we need to make certain changes. So there we'll give the password and there we'll make it, the hint should be password, and the color should be the same as here, and this one is also the same, and text alignment or gravity should be center. This would be match parent and wrap content. Alright, so next what we need is we need another linear layout. So this should be shift linear layout, we got it, and the linear layout should be match parent, and this should be wrap content. So next what we need to do is we need to set the gravity. So this gravity should be center, and then we need to add the padding, and the padding should be 25 SP, and then we need to add the orientation. The orientation should be horizontal, and that's, I guess, done for now. Now let's go back to the design and see how it is. So it should look like this. So there we need to add 2 buttons, and what are those buttons we will be seeing soon. So you can simply code for the button here, and you can add a button here. So I am just simply clicking and dragging a button over here. So now we need to change the button here. So what we need is the ID should be, I'll just simply change the button ID btn reset, and I'll change the text to it should be reset, and what we don't need is this one, layout weight. We don't need layout weight, so we'll just click backspace, and instead we need to write text all caps, and this one should be under false. So we need to just simply copy that. We'll just copy that Ctrl C, and then we'll give enter, and here we'll paste that Ctrl V. So this one would be button submit, and what would be here, it should be again submit. So let's just see how is our designing. So it should look like this. So here it will say the login, and I guess everything should be quite similar over here. So let's run this once more. So it's saying that Gradle build is running, and it should soon install this application for us, and I guess there should be no errors over here. So it says Gradle invocation finished with 0 errors from Android Studio. So let's just open this, and we see this here. So you can simply type anything, and you can also type password anything, and then submit, and or you can press reset, but nothing goes here. So this is basically the interface how our Android Studio application, how our Android application should look like. But but here is no instruction what they should do when we click the reset button or click the submit button. So basically we need to add the instructions for reset and submit button in the Android Studio. So first of all, let's check whether our code is complete or not. So yes, our code is quite complete, and we have done all this stuff. We've added the linear layout. So the linear layout is this one, the bigger one. This boundary, everything is the linear layout. Then we have added the text view. So this text view is this one, and then we have added edit text 2 times. So this is the first one, edit text, second one, edit text. Here we need to type the username, and here we need to type the password, and again we have typed the linear layout. So this is the second linear layout. So this is the first linear layout, and inside this linear layout there is another linear layout. So inside the second linear layout there is a reset and submit button, and this is set in the vertical mode, sorry, horizontal mode. The bigger one is set in the vertical mode and it's set in the horizontal mode. So what is we need to next do is we need to change certain activities in main activity.kt. So package name is alright, and if you click on this plus sign in import, you will see a couple of codings here. So we just don't need this for now. So we need to check that class is main activity and it's under app complete activity, and there should be these 2 brackets, this first bracket or normal bracket, whatever we say. So this should be compulsory. This is compulsory to be here, or otherwise there would be some red marks or an error we can see. So here is right, you can see there is a green color right over here. So this right means everything is fine here, there is no trouble. So next what we need to do is, so check there is set content view r.layout main activity, activity main, and in after that we need to give an enter. So you can give as many as enter you want, but I need some space so that I can clearly do all my codes. So you can give as many as enter, it doesn't matter really. So we need to add a variable, so var, and then we will give a space and type username. So we need to type the ID of username. So here is the ID of username. We'll just you can just simply copy this Ctrl+C for Windows, and you can just paste it here, username. So it's fine over here, and then you just give a space and give equals and give a space. You say find view by ID. So again it's automatically completed by Android Studio, and we'll give an enter. So inside this we need to type inside this bracket we need to type capital R dot, and we'll give ID dot, what is the ID? This is the username. So username. So after this bracket we'll give as enter, and then we'll give edit text. So here is this, and we'll give enter. So this is the variable we have created, and it's done. So next again we need to create another variable. So we give var, and then we'll give password. So I think this password is not getting here, so I'll just click backspace and see what is the password ID here. So this is the password ID basically. So I'll just click and copy that. Inside main activity I'll click paste, and then I'll give equals, and then we'll say find view by ID, and then we need to type capital R or I have done something wrong. Yeah, here. So I'll give r dot id dot, it should be password. So let's see, yeah, here is this intent password. Click on that, and then again type as edit text. So it's done. So again so there is showing one error over here. So the error is here. So you just click alt enter. Acha, okay, we just simply just delete this. Let's see what happens. So nothing is wrong over here. We can simply delete this. Okay, so everything is fine, there is no error shown here. So we can next we need to add a var variable and then give enter. What should be that? Button shift reset. Then you give equals, and then we need to type find view by id, and inside that, so we basically don't need this. So inside that we need to click r dot and then id, enter, and then dot and then btn reset, enter, as button, done. And then again we need to give a variable, and the variable should be btn shift submit equals find view by id, and inside this bracket we need to click we need to type r and then enter dot id dot btn submit as button. So these are the variables. So what is the variable we need to what is the task? Basically it says that this variable has the function to find view by id. And what is the id? So as I said in the earlier videos, that this is the so like address, like r id, and the id is username, and this is the address. So this will find view by the id of this id address, and r means resources. Inside resources there are other addresses, these addresses, and the function is to find this view by id and to view it as edit text. Same, this will be viewed as edit text, and this one will be viewed as button, and this will be viewed as button. So this is done. This is the first step done, and in the next step we need to we need to click we need to set the function of button. So we need to just simply go to the activity main and go to design and go to reset button and click the button id and copy that. Inside main activity we will just control v, we'll just paste that and give dot, and then we'll type set on click listener. So again it's done for us, and inside set on click listener we'll give enter, and we need to give an id. So the id is username, so it again comes for us, and username should be set to text. Well, I think we need to do it again. Set, let's find text over here. Okay, so there is no, yeah, set text, where is that? This one should be. So now I think this one should be here, and we need to give double inverted comma here, and again we need to do the same password enter, dot set text, enter, and we'll need to give double inverted comma. So this is again done for the reset button, and we need to do the same for submit button. So we'll click button, submit, enter, dot set on click listener, and inside that we got to do a couple more activities. So the inside the button, the function should be in different way. So we will need to give a val. Val means you can say value or variable also. So the val should be username, user name. Well, this is not authenticated, it's saying. Okay, so what we can do is, well, let me tell you, I just mistyped this. So user name, this should be our actually. So this is there should be no errors, and equals user name dot text, then given enter. We'll click on this, and then again given enter. Again we need to make a val, and then password equals password dot text. So I think there is no error now. Well, this is all the functions are done. So next we need to give another thing. This is the this is called toast. So the toast is basically, so we need to do a toast. Okay, enter. It will be dot make text, enter. Inside this we'll type this @ main activity. I think there should be no errors, comma, and we'll give a space, and then give user name, and then we'll give a comma again, and then type toast, enter, dot length long, enter. So this should be basically inside the bracket. Where's the bracket? I don't know. So done. So now we need to give a dot. We need to type show, again enter. So basically I think our activity is done, our functions are done, and there is no errors showing here, and there is I don't see any errors, because if there are any error, there should be a red curly underline over the part where there is an error. So if we click on that and see show actions, well, I don't see that action over here. Okay, so this is fine for now, and let's run this for now. Let's see what happens. So everything is set over here, and there is no error basically in code part also. Okay, and no errors in activity main also. So the Gradle build is saying running, and it's again says install. So let's see, it has launched the activity. So here you can type anything, and you can type anything, and then give the submit button. Now you can reset this. So on clicking on reset, everything basically disappears. Again submit button. So basically when you submit this, you will see the dfcwf, whatever we type the text here. So this is the function of the toast basically. So this is how you can create a simple login activity, a login form activity in your Android application. So basically what we have done is, first we created an empty project activity, empty project in Android Studio. Then we set the we have designed the interface how we can see this. So first we need to give a main layout, and then we gave a smaller linear layout. This one would be horizontal and this one should be vertical. And inside the vertical layout we added first we added the text view, and then another text view with username and password. And there is another linear layout, horizontal linear layout inside the vertical linear layout, where we have added two buttons. These are the reset button and the submit button. So this is how we designed this in the code. And we also added the color code. So you can search any kind of the color code, you can any kind of the color code, and copy the color code from the from any just from Google, from any website. There are many pretty lot more websites which give these kinds of informations of color codes. So you can just go there and copy them. And in the main activity, what we did is we just kept this part untouched, and after that we added these variables, and again we added the function of the button, and then we added the function of the button of submit button, function of the reset button, and then we added the function of submit button. And again we made a toast. Now if we don't add the toast, and let's run this, let's see what happens. Basically there is no errors here, and it should be successfully running. The application should be successfully running, but there should be certain changes, I guess. Yeah, Gradle invocation finished and there is no errors. So I think this will again activity our login form activity will be started. So basically let's type anything, and again here let's type anything. And since the toast is not there, let's see what happens when in submit. So we submit it, but there is no written text there that the thing is saved. Whatever is said, there is no display. So the activity of the toast is basically, the function of the toast is basically to show whatever is typed over here. So if I put back the Control Z and put back this, so you can see this toast will be shown over here. So that's basically done for the we can say submit and reset button. So you can simply make a login form activity as I have shown. So there are pretty lot instructors. They show different ways how you can make a login form, but what I have shown is for the basics, like for the beginner style. So if you are a new user of Android Studio, you can follow this one, or you can also follow other YouTubers, I mean other instructors, whatever they say, and you can do which one you prefer to be the better. My one which I have shown is the pretty simple, but maybe you not desire this one, so you can also go for another. And for obviously in the near future I will get something new for you also. So if you are new to my channel, you can subscribe for my latest video updates, and for that you can also like my videos and share with others who may need this. And for now it's done, and thanks for watching. So stay tuned.